Look at this fish. This might be the biggest of the year. Good morning, everybody. Mike from FisherMN here. Check it out. The docks are out. The leaves are off the trees, but we're still fishing. When you get a day that you can fish in November, you do it. And that's what we're gonna do today. You're gonna recognize this body of water. It's kind of been my fall go-to. We're gonna get down on the lake, actually 2 lakes, as if you've been watching my videos. And we are doing a lot of fall fishing on these 2 lakes this year. And I think that's okay because I'm still learning about fall fishing and I know that there's some big fish in here. Last time out on these 2 bodies of water, I was able to measure 5 nice fish. Today, we have a little bit smaller goals. We're gonna build up. First goal, catch a fish. Second goal, catch a keeper. Third goal, catch a big fish. And then, if we've done all those things, we can start concentrating on maybe a 5 fish limit. Only one way to find out. Let's get out there and catch some fish. We are on the water, November, got our life jacket on for sure, and hoping for a fish or 2. It's just a blessing to be able to be out. The wind is for sure going to be a thing today. We're gonna fish a favorite shore because I think it's gonna build as the morning goes on, and then stay in kind of sheltered areas. Second lake might be a little tough, but I think the side that we fish might be a little sheltered from the wind. Like I mentioned in my intro, it's not like it's our first trip here ever, but we're gonna see what it does even later in the fall. This is as late as I've ever been on this lake. We're gonna search them out, see if we can catch a fish or 2. What brought me out here today is there's been a bit of a spike in the temperature. So I'm hoping that some of those lethargic fish are gonna be a little more willing to bite. I think fishing some edges where the water drops off, if we can find some deeper weeds, that would be great. It might be one of those days where we just catch a fish here and there. Might be a day where all the fishing is shut down. Like I usually say, the only way to find out is to get out here and try. Just trying a few casts up to the gap here. I think our first shore is going to be our indicator of whether the fish are deep or shallow. Starting out with a chatterbait. I'm thinking the chatterbait and the jig are going to be the 2 things that we're going to use most today. Got some crankbaits and some other stuff. Even got some deep water baits that I bought just for this time of year. Let's see how we get them today. Got our depth finder. Last time I was too responsible and I put it kind of in a winter spot at home thinking I was done fishing for the year. So we did okay without it, but I'm happy to have it today. Last time out, we're coming up to the spot where I got a 20-incher, so let's see if there's something holding them there, or if we just got a random guy kind of cruising through. All right, let's float down a little bit more. Maybe see if we can find the edge where it drops a little further. Use our 3/8 ounce swim jig with a power bait max scent craw. Shooting in 4K today. Hopefully we'll have some great footage of some beautiful fish in 4K. Alright, so check out what I've got, my secret weapon. I found a thunder cricket at Tackle Warehouse that matches that neon shad just about perfect. Kind of a bluish head, lighter kind of skirt. So we're gonna see if that's the ticket. We're gonna finish up this favorite shore. Unbelievably, we're in for 2 hours already. Went down this shore with the thunder cricket. Spent a lot of time kind of down where I was hopeful I could maybe get something to bite. With the jig, came back. So now we are gonna go to this other shore, which ended up producing a really nice fish last time out. It's not a shore that I fish that often, but you know what, today it might just be the ticket. It's out of the wind. We're gonna see what we can do. Let's get a fish. All right, we'll run through this area with the jig, and I think that's going to be all she wrote for lake number 1 here. What a difference a couple of weeks makes. 41-degree water. Maybe all the fish moved over to lake 2. Just never know in the fall. Might be a rogue big one cruising around somewhere. That's what we're looking for. Almost felt like a bite. That was a bite. All right. We got our fall fatty. I threw over there and I thought I had something hitting it. Look at that guy. All right. Nice fish on the board. Yes. Nice chunky 16-incher. Let's see if we got a little area here. About 4 hours into our day, we got our first fish. And this is what we're working around here. Find the green weeds, find the fish. We found a fish. There we go, we got our first one. Actually, we got parts 1 and 2 done of our goal. First goal was catch a fish. Second goal was to catch a keeper. And our first fish happened to be a keeper, so there we go. What was third? Third was catch a big fish. I'm all for that. What's our old McDonald's drive-through theory? There's always something eating. There we go. That was a thunk. Looks like a big guy. All right. We are finding a couple. That guy thumped it. All right, that's a nice fall bass. Let's weigh this guy. All right. Man, what a thump on the jig too. That's fun. All right, got her zeroed out. What do we got? .65. Nice bass. Let's get another picture. All right, finding a couple. Whew. Little sploosh at the tail. Unbelievable. 42.5 degree water. Working our jig slow, and that guy was like dunk. All right, just kind of letting the wind push us past this shore here. Got a nice one over there, probably about 16 incher. Probably about an 18 incher here, 3.65 pounds. Let's go. Fish on. All right, didn't realize that I had a fish on. We are finding an area. 0 for 4 hours. Now we got 3 in about a half hour. Smaller guy, but all right, they're eating. That guy definitely was a keeper size. Small keeper, but keeper nonetheless. So that's 3 to our 5 fish limit. Just jigging this 3/8 ounce jig real slow. Definitely feeling a little bit of structure or weeds there, so that's helping. Of course, I got my combo for jig fishing, my mock smash by Lose. So much fun, and it's so rewarding, even when you're out here for a whole day, just kind of figuring things out, or maybe not figuring things out, but catching some fish. This fish was like, are you gonna set the hook? All right, another fish on. This is a big guy. Yes. Oh my goodness, look at this fish. This might be the biggest of the year. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. All day, and now we're finding them. Yes. $4.56 pounds. Wow. Got 19 and a half on the measure. Wow. Back he goes. What a great fish. There's a reason they're here, not sure why, but we are loving catching them. There we are, black and blue jig, 3/8 ounce. I think it's a Strike King swim jig with a black and blue chigger crown accent on. All right, let's head back up to kind of where we started getting them. Got 4 fish over here, 1 a little bit closer to that shore, and then 3 in here. Oh, there we go. Fish on. Looks like another bass. All right. Our 5th to the limit. Just for fun, we'll weigh them. 2.16. Our 5th fish, probably about a 13 or 14 incher. All right, we got some time left. The sun's still pretty high in the sky. Amazing. Nothing for 4 hours, not even a hint. And now we found a little area of the lake that's producing. About an hour ago, if you would have said that I would have 5 fish, I don't think I would have believed you because I had 0. Man, that's fun. Fun finding them. A couple of big ones mixed in. Awesome. Just kind of bouncing this jig through whatever weeds I can find. And that's been the ticket today. Tried the chatterbait quite a bit. Tried a Daracoup underspin in deeper water. But here we are. The jig is producing. Alright, wrapping up my day here. What a fun day of fishing. Even with a 4-hour no fish portion of the day, when you do catch those fish, it makes it even more rewarding. Worked all the way around Lake 1 here. Some favorite spots, some new spots. Nothing. Chatterbait, jig. Went over to Lake 2, and I knew it was going to be windy, but found a corner that was kind of out of the wind and just stuck to it. Chatterbait and jig. Well, when I got that first fish on a jig, that's pretty much what I stuck to the rest of the day. Ended up with 5 fish. I didn't measure the first one. I think it was about 16. The second one I would say was about 18 inches. Then I caught a small one, maybe a 12-incher. Then I got that big 19.5-incher. What an awesome fish for a slow day of fishing. And then caught another probably 14-incher. If I had to guesstimate, I would say I had a 12, a 14, a 16, an 18, and a 19.5-incher. Another great day of fishing. I appreciate you watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.